Hi, and welcome back to C1 Risk Training. We're in the risk management module today, and we're just going to spend a little bit of time on risk groups. So if you look at your module here, you'll see that we have both risk groups and then ultimately your risk register. And just showing it to you from this view, it makes it a little bit easier to see how these connect to one another. So risk groups realistically then are what the really those macro categories of risk. So things like access control, asset management, HR, so on and so forth. So first, what you want to do is identify those macro categories where you think you might have risk. That's going to help you do risk analytics later on, because you're going to then see how many risks you have in each of those different categories and which assets relate to those risks in the different categories and so on and so forth. And that'll actually inform your control management and governance down the road. So, so going back to these risk groups, and they're very, very easy to set up. This is entirely configurable by you in the system. You can come to your risk group list view here in the risk management module and just simply add them as you need to. So I'm going to add one here that I don't see, which is a very common one, especially if you're in a financial organization, and that's fraud, no pun intended. And of course, another one that we always want to avoid as well, of course, is a data breach. So I'm going to add that one as another risk group. So you can add them here like this. It's just as simple as that. Or as you're building out your risk register, know that as you add in new risk, so I'll do that here, you'll have the opportunity to either look up a risk group, but you can also just add a new one there as you're building out your risk register. So if you don't want to do it in advance and you want to actually think about your specific risk and then categorize them as you go along, that's another option for you. Okay, so that concludes our training for today. Happy risk management. Thanks very much.